All right, these are 10 signs you're addicted to Gorilla Tag. And the last sign is a sign of addiction that you cannot come back from. The first sign is that you've broken at least one controller from Gorilla Tag. You get your headset, you open up the game, you play for a little bit, you move around, swing your arms without a care in the world, like you're frolicking through the fields. And then boom, all of a sudden your controller is now in contact with the wall. You took off your headset and you see that one controller is absolutely demolished. The second sign, you call your friends by their usernames in real life. You're hanging out with your friends outside for once and you're looking for your friend, you don't know where they are. But instead of calling their real name, Charlie, Andrew, whatever it may be, you end up calling them by their gamer tag. And then obviously they're gonna respond because who else is gonna call them that? And they look at you weird. Now, the third sign you're addicted to Gorilla Tag. And only the most addicted people do this. But one Saturday afternoon, you decide to go outside and go to the park. But instead of playing with other people and doing normal things, you decide to see if Gorilla Tag can be real life. You start by going to a tree and pretending and trying to swing off the branches. You try, you grab the tree, and you realize it low-key doesn't work. People look at you weird, but you don't care because Gorilla Tag is your life, and you do that all day, every day. But this stage is nothing like our last stage of addiction. The next stage, and this one is just mental torture. It's a Friday night, and you're tired from playing Gorilla Tag. You decide to go to sleep so you can play tomorrow with full energy. You lay in bed, pull up the covers, and close your eyes, and then you start to dream. But in your dream, you start to hear the Gorilla Tag OST, and you wake up thinking that something must be wrong. You're sweating, you shake it off, drink water, and you go right back to sleep. The next sign of addiction, you practice monkey movements in your sleep. Okay, you still might be asleep hearing the OST, but then while you're hearing the OST, you start to dream about yourself playing Gorilla Tag and practicing all your paths, swinging from branch to branch, playing with your friends, watching YouTube videos, and then suddenly, after playing Gorilla Tag in your sleep, you wake up to your parents telling you to get ready to go to school. Like your whole dream was just ruined, man. You were having a great night and now you have to suffer at school. I get it, man. And if you have any of these signs so far, like and subscribe. And if you haven't, tell me which sign I've missed in the comments. The next sign, you've worn out your Quest battery multiple times in one day. We all know that the Quest battery life isn't that good and it can die quickly. But regardless, it still lasts a whole 2 hours, okay, if you use it right. And I know a lot of people, including myself, that once my headset goes from 100% to 0% and it dies, I'm done playing VR for the day. But if you're addicted to Gorilla Tag and you let your headset die, charge it back up, let it die again, charge it back up just from playing Gorilla Tag multiple times in one day, this is proof that you're dedicated to the craft and refuse to take a break. I would not want to mess with you, okay? You probably have arms like Johnny Bravo, if you guys know who that is. Next sign, you skipped an event to stay home and play Gorilla Tag. It's a Sunday afternoon and your parents are bugging you to go somewhere with them. But you're not trying to do anything that day because you already planned with your friends to play Gorilla Tag. This is how you know you're addicted, because you keep avoiding plans that your parents made. The signs just get worse from here. So if you guys haven't experienced these yet, you still got a couple more. Don't even worry. Next, you tried walking on your hands in real life. You've played Gorilla Tag so much that there's been one question on your mind. Can you move in real life like you can in Gorilla Tag with just your arms? So you try it. You get on the ground, you put your 2 arms and you try to lift yourself. And then you fail because then you realize you're not strong enough to lift your whole body. But you don't give up. You get back on your arms. You try again and you fail. You try again, you fail. And then one day your arms are so strong that you're able to move in real life like you can in Gorilla Tag. Is this unrealistic? Absolutely not. This is absolutely real, guys. If you guys are strong, okay, stronger than anybody else, bro, just subscribe at that point because like, what are you doing? Only the strongest people are subscribed. The next sign, and it's getting really close to the worst sign of having an addiction to Gorilla Tag. You try to take a break from Gorilla Tag. You start with day 1. It's hard, but you're playing other games to distract yourself. You're playing Pavlov, Veil, Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, anything to get your mind off of Gorilla Tag. Day 2, it's getting a little bit harder, but you continue on. You stopped watching Gorilla Tag videos, and you're really trying to break your Gorilla Tag addiction, okay? Day 3, it's starting to get a little bit harder, okay? Day 4, however, is when you get the withdrawal effects. Your arms start to twitch because you miss Gorilla Tag. Every time you open up your headset, you almost accidentally click on the game because it's a habit at this point. All your friends are playing Gorilla Tag, which is making it worse. Your entire YouTube feed and your YouTube homepage is just Gorilla Tag. And then finally, on day 5, you give up. You turn on your headset and you get right back on Gorilla Tag like nothing happened. And you realize that this life of no Gorilla Tag is not for you. And if this is you, let me know in the comments. And finally, we have the worst and the biggest sign that you're addicted to Gorilla Tag. You're going to sleep on a Saturday night. As you lay down and close your eyes, you're feeling very woozy. A few minutes later, you start to dream. But it's not just any dream. You're getting chased by other monkeys. You try to outrun them. You maneuver left, right, go from branch to branch in the darkness. You have nothing but a flashlight. You're hungry and you're lonely, you're scared and you're cold. This isn't just any dream. You realize this is a nightmare. They start chasing you. For some reason, they're so fast. And then you grab onto a branch and you slip. You slip and you fall to the ground. And then you hear the monkeys behind you coming closer and closer with each footstep crunching the grass underneath. And you realize that they've come here to get you. And then as they're about to grab you, you wake up, jump from your bed, sweating. You're breathing hard, heavy. You're wondering, did you survive? Was that just a dream or was that a test? Was that a test from somebody you didn't know? You can't do it. You go get water, you walk around the house, and you're too afraid to fall asleep. By the way, guys, since you guys are subscribed and have been such a big support, here is one bonus sign that you're addicted. It's nothing too crazy, but you just feel more comfortable in Gorilla Tag than real life. This one's a little bit crazy, I'm not gonna lie, because how you feel more comfortable in the game than real life, but you just spent so much time in that game with your friends and other randoms that when you get on, you feel this sense of relief and comfort because you're in an environment that you know very well. You have been there for months, maybe years, you've been playing this game. You're able to be yourself and tell more jokes on the game than you do in real life with your friends. Overall, it's a fun time and you're able to just express yourself more. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know.
Full Metal Everything.